Bam. What is happening, everybody? Welcome back. Happy to have everybody in the house. The whole crypto army. Dogecoin, TERRA, Luna Classic, CRONOS, Tectonic, and the rest. All the family in one place. Oscar Ramos live. Let's do it, guys. How you doing? Happy to have you back this Thursday evening where, well, there are a couple of things going on right now that I want to comment and mention and let you know what is going on, because it is exciting. More opportunities for you and I to listen and to understand how things are moving. And I know yesterday, right, the second, couple of things occurred that at the FOMC meeting that was pretty special. Listening, learning, going through it together. Really like that a lot. And as of now, how do I see things? Well, in my opinion, as you're seeing right now in the title, two more. I think we got two more things left in the first couple of weeks of November. So what does that mean? Well, it means that we have to buckle up, because there's one that I've never really gone through before as someone who is already in crypto. And I think you already know which one I'm talking about. I'm talking about the midterm elections. And I have an article that I want to go over together as far as the impact crypto and, this whole deal has with the midterm elections. And the last one, November 14th, what is that going to be? That's going to be the CPI data report. Now, what are the prices we're looking right now, everybody? This is Dogecoin. We are looking right here at TERRA Luna Classic. We have CRONOS here on the side. We also have Ethereum. We also have Bitcoin. So as of now, I do not see so much movement. So it means like the prices after the FOMC, they were just stall. During the FOMC, they had some volatility and they did move a little bit here and there, but not much going on as of now. So let's go ahead and get started, everybody. Why don't you go ahead and smash the like button, guys? Consider subscribing to the channel and turn on those notification bells. Happy to have you aboard, and destroy that chat, everyone. If you are here, say what's going on. There are, of course, a couple of some other I would say coins and tokens right now making some, nice welcomes, and we love them. Gala or Polygon exploded too, because the announcement that a big company is using Polygon. Don't have it on the top of my mind, but I'm sure I can find it really quickly. So those are the type of integrations, especially with Polygon. I know Polygon is gonna do well. I mean, I'm not really concerned with Polygon Matic. In fact, I have to be adding more to my Matic, but I'm putting some in other projects just to give you an idea, right, of those tangible companies that are gonna have an amazing success, right? So we have LUNC, we have CRONOS right now, Ethereum. Earlier today, I started the day talking about CRONOS because why? Well, Web3, baby, that delicious land, 25,000 lands from the Loaded Lions world. Wow. Obviously got really excited, and I can tell you guys how some people are not really into that, and that's been the case especially for my channel, because we kind of care for cryptos and other stuff instead of NFTs and Web3, but still it's important. I think it still is vital. And I mean, we're early. It's not like we have to rush to, get onto an NFT project or whatever. Sup, MG, Chad. Happy to have you guys here in the house. So that's one, which that's going to be CRONOS, for an opportunity to, buy those lands and just enjoy, baby. But as of now, the prices chill, steady. What I'm showing, what I'm seeing right now is Dogecoin, and for Dogecoin, obviously, what I've been kind of sharing with you guys with this one is beware and be ready for that extra spice for the downturn, if that's the case. Why? Well, they pumped a lot, and it usually takes a while to come down. And I have one great example, right? Who do I have here? Well, I have here Tectonic. And well, our Tectonic, everybody, Tectonic, right? I think it is one of those that obviously it's gonna be amazing for long term, But what I have here for you is tectonic, steady and not moving much. That beautiful tectonic. I'm just kind of flat right now. It's getting close, right? It's kind of hovering at 6017, but that's pretty much it. So we see that dropping, and one that I wanted to tell you here that I want to get back in. Remember, I told you that I sold off my positions because I wanted to get some profits. Those profits are key. It's Clear Cryptos that, as you know, I'm a content creator with them, and I sold off big for profits, but I want to get back in. So FYI, this is what the market is doing, guys. And 1 trillion, and we're still there. So it's early. I think I'm not concerned at all for the size of the market as of 1 trillion. But take a look at this. In the last 24 hours, we see OKV. By the way, I had a conversation with a business developer manager at OKV, just chatting for partnerships and ideas. So that was pretty cool, and I'm happy to see that it pumped. Then Phantom, then Polygon, Hardware also had a good partnership. I remember I saw something on Twitter. For sure. So that's a couple of things that we have right now. By the way, to all the Terra Luna Classic holders, this happened with Dogecoin, which nobody really cares too much. I don't really care too much. And the price is not really moving a lot, right? You kind of get to know that at first. Let me tell you something. Like at first, I remember when he got the red notice and that he was getting, the issue of rest, the price of LUNC dropped a lot. And later on picked it up, but kind of shows me how obviously the market reacted and some whales reacted to that, basically saying, you know what, this is pretty much over for everybody, and they didn't want to buy. It is what it is. What's up, Johnny? What's going on, guys? Welcome aboard. Get used to, get comfy, because there are two more, guys. There are two more that, let me share with you. FOMC happened. So FOMC happened. In the past, we've had more volatility. We had more crashing. We had more deep prices. But in this case, the only one that really had more exposure was Ethereum, that we were doing it live, in Bitcoin. Other than that, guys, no one really moved. And the reason why was because the 75% retracement was already expected. So that was it was already in the market, and I can see that. I can see that. It's like already knowing with high confidence, let's say the Binance burns for LUNC, which in that case, we do not know with true confidence what the Binance burns are going to be. That's why every time it comes, there's, some movement. And it was more in the first one, not in the last one so far. When I go and from the 4 hours on Terra Luna Classic, and right now, as I'm speaking, there was a Twitter space with Classic Crypto and Terra Rebels. And, at the end of the day, I think it's going to take a super long time to really get to a point of, man, we're crushing it, right? When it comes to the price, because when it comes to the progress of the blockchain, I think it's doing okay. I wouldn't ask more to Terra Luna Classic, to be honest with you. There's so much from everything that I've learned and that I've gone through with the project. It's so much way high things and complex, and you need to know a lot of things to really get forward with this chain. And it shows me that people that were before the crash and after the crash still want to be hanging in here. One, because it's sexy, like you can buy cheap and hope for an amazing turnout in price. What's going on, Tehubdrit? Happy to have you here, buddy. If you're joining the live, well, we're just starting, everyone. Just give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it to everybody. It's a Thursday, not much going on. Look. Like right now, there's not much really going on, but I wanted to stop by and say hi and tell you why there's two more events to go, basically, right? Because it's crucial that you understand the opportunities you have ahead of you for making money. So one is down, FOMC. What's next? Well, what's next, guys, is going to be right here is going to be the midterms, right? So the midterms, basically. The midterms are one thing that obviously we all go through as people that we are way over 20 years old, right? Almost 30, me, and then probably you 40, 50, whoever you're watching. We love you. Thank you for being here. So what in the world is going to affect crypto in the midterms? Well, there was one thing here in this Bloomberg article that stuck, kind of like took me, gave me a little bit of an insight, because I think it's true, right? Crypto enthusiasts make welcome Republican majorities in either chamber, as members of the GOP have often had some of their supporters may have pushed more aggressively the bills, so that many in the industry have been asking for a Republican-controlled Congress will also be likely to put pressure on agencies like the SEC, which is the industry, that's charged with regulating through enforcement. Because as of now, I mean, the Democratic control House, from everything that I hear Elizabeth Warren speak and other different members, they seem to have a much more adverse look at crypto, regardless, of course, of Gillibrand from New York and the senator from Wyoming, Cynthia Lumens, that I actually spoke to, and I saw them live at Consensus. So there's a few of them, but for the majority, that's why they hire 87,000 IRA's new agents, right? Because I believe they know that they're coming after the crypto boys and girls because we use crypto, and of course we gotta be paying our taxes, but they know where the money is. They know where the money and where people are heading, because people are tired of, out of the government, the whole deal right now, especially right now with inflation. So it's weird, guys, because we know how money is super important right now in the government. I believe sometimes it's like they have all the money and they come for more. For some reason, they come for more with the IRS, and you know what I'm talking about. Now, the midterms are going to happen November 8th, so that's going to be in about 6 days from now. So right here, or less, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So as of now, I think as we get close, passing Saturday and Sunday, that Sunday and Monday, that's going to be midterms 100% everyone, right? So the way I will approach it, I don't think many of the low altcoins will have this, massive retracement. It's mainly going to be Bitcoin, in my opinion, because that's going to be in the eye of the beholder. Bitcoin, and sexy Bitcoin, right? That's what a lot of the citations will be like. That's what they're going to be talking about it. And if they want some votes from our community, which I don't think they need, because they have so many communities that they want to go through, right? So, mommy, happy to have you here in the house. Welcome aboard. And Chris, of course, we're here live. So, yeah, sometimes YouTube doesn't do their job when it comes to notifications, but it's all right. Things that we have to go through, right? Now, I think on the 8th, in my experience, because presidential elections, they do last sometimes a couple of days to really find the winner. That happened mostly with the previous 2020 presidential election and the 2016. 2016 was clear, right, that night, but the 2020, I think it took a little bit longer, something like that. Some states, right, are very difficult to get all the votes. But for this one, it shouldn't take more it shouldn't take more than one night to know what's going on. But oftentimes when it's very contested, they're gonna be like, "Ooh, it's too close to call." Now, the reason why we're getting a little bit political here is because we're talking about the midterms, which is one of the two to go. You're seeing it in the title. It's important if you want to learn more about crypto. I think this in the macro helps, because whoever is in power controlling, right? I don't have anything to act like as I'm a judge, but whoever is in power will create and enforce those laws, and that affects us in the crypto space. So, as I know, Gillibrand and Lumens are the two senators that I know so far that are very pro Bitcoin and pro a crypto agenda, but I know there's some that are not. So probably with a new Congress now, if it turns out to be a Republican, that is when we're gonna see if it actually makes sense for the other party to control and to see and open more doors for this to work. So that's gonna be exciting to see, guys, right? The one of the two to go. So let me bring Ethereum. It's one that I like to see. There you go. Ethereum with the FOMC meeting, this it was crazy. Basically at 7% in like 8 hours. Now 7% for Ethereum in 8 hours is a lot of money. It's a lot of money, right? Now for Bitcoin we had 4 hours roughly at 3%, right? So that was it. Nothing major than that. It was really for that day 4 to 7% Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the rest weren't even moved by a lot. Moved by a lot. So they held strong, right? After the CPI data and the midterms, am I seeing something else? Well, not really, guys, because if we survive, listen to me, fellas. Like if we survive, Bitcoin not going under $18,000 and midterms gone, CPI data on the 14 gone, let's say we drop a little bit, but we're still there, I think we made it because we already been in under 20 for a long time. I think we made it, and some of the worst things are happening, which could indicate, right, that I think we're heading in that a little bit better direction. Obviously, this winter is not going to last forever, and nobody knows when the bottom is. That's one thing that I love. Nobody knows when the bottom is going to be. Because if you ask someone that's bearish, it's going to tell you Bitcoin to $3,000. I mean, I guarantee you that it's going to happen. Bitcoin to $3,000, but not really, right? What you and I know is that Bitcoin will probably go passing that 300 moving average, which is gonna be around $16,000. Now let me bring this for you. Let me bring this. So this is our very famous Bitcoin rainbow chart, and on this one, we see that right now is basically a fire sale. So I take it, you take it, sexy, right? Really exciting times for Bitcoin and Ethereum. So we're cheap, man. We're super cheap. What does that mean? That if it goes even lower, we're going to be in the white. So, I mean, what I will say is there's a chance, I think, we'll have to wait till CPI data passes. Next month, of course, we have another FOMC, which people are already saying another 75% increase. What does that mean? Well, that when we get the CPI data, if we cannot pass sevens, because we're at 8.2% now. We're at 8.2% now, right? If we cannot pass to 7.9, this coming one in November 14 for October basically says that, and this is going to hurt for Jerome Powell because he was asked this at the meeting. He was asked by a lady, is inflation entrenched? What is that? Entrenched? Is it locked? Is it permanent? Is it a big problem now? He's like, no. Or like he doesn't want to affirm it because as soon as he says yes, that's when we have a big drop. You listen to me, ladies and gentlemen, right now. If he said yes, that's when the markets are going to be like, then what are we doing? Let's just short the market. Let's just short it, sell, and get out because it's entrenched and this is not going to be resolved anytime soon. But because he didn't say that, he's like, well, that's why we are taking these actions to prevent much higher inflation and all of that. You see what I'm saying? So these are the events that are not too sexy to talk because we are not moon boys, right? We're not, I mean, obviously we want everything to pump, but for that to happen, we need step by step process to understand and learn, right? Learn. And what I think is, if we pass 7.9% this coming November 14, guys, it's gonna be so amazing. And well, prepare to buy. Now, I will buy because I have money on the side, of course. I will buy as soon, because that's what's happened. You guys remember when we went from 9.1 to 8.6? I don't know if you guys remember that. 9.1 was our highest CPI data report. Then the drop was 8.6, if I'm not mistaken. That one sent Bitcoin. I'm going to find it for you. Here it is. I still remember. So that was, if I'm not mistaken, guys, somewhere. It was one of these green ones. No. I believe it was this one in July. One of these, because then it came this drop. Yeah, it was one of these ones. I was able to buy Bitcoin at around these levels, and boom, it did like a 20% increase. It was beautiful. Right? And that's how we're looking right now. So everyone, besides, go ahead and smash the beautiful like button to tell the YouTube algorithm to bring more friends and people, and turn on those notification bells, everybody. Welcome aboard. Show the love so we continue and drop massive knowledge bombs. Crypto Report, what's going on, buddy? Crypto Kid is here. Let's do it. You guys are having a great conversation. That's what I like to see. So I'm saying, imagine if we get an Oscar pump right now. Oh, baby, I'm going to be so crazy. Let's get an Oscar pump. I don't think we're going to get an Oscar pump. That was very, very cool to see for LUNC, right? So what I'm saying is this. We passed 7.9. I'm preparing my bags. Like, as soon as I see 7.9, I'm buying probably, I'm telling you right now, I'm buying probably, I'm going to be cautious and happy to say that I think CRONOS and Bitcoin correlate very well. So I'll probably buy CRONOS or Bitcoin, Ethereum too. I think Ethereum is going to go even much further. Ethereum is at a point that it's more volatile than Bitcoin. So if you want faster returns that it's going to pump because we have external factors that are pushing the market to grow, Ethereum is going to be your call, right? That is in my experience. Ethereum, I remember buying it like at $1,000 and it ballooned to $4,000. It didn't sell because I was a rookie back then. Plus, I had it staking, right? So there's no really point for me to stake. But that's when you realize, right, that yes, staking for long term helps, but when you want to make a lot of money in a short time, staking hurts you. I'm gonna say once again, right? When you want to do this for the short periods of time and earn money, passive income, right, in a more active manner. So maybe active income, I should call it, because you have to actually sell. Staking hurts you, right? Hurts your budgets, right? But I mean, we all know that not everyone is capable of handling, the market volatility. So, but here's the big but, everyone. If the CPI data comes at 8.1 or 8.2, or if it's higher than 8.2, just sell if you have something on trading, guys. Not financial advice. Do whatever you want. It's your money, right? But what I'm saying is 8.3, goodbye. Like that one is 100 basis points increase this December. Agree 100%. Who understands what I'm saying? Like, you guys know what's going on. William says, like, swing trades, baby. Of course, swing trades, right? I enjoyed the market, but the dip back in July, and so just by looking at it, just you can see the market recovering. Absolutely. Thank you, Crypto Report. Appreciate it, buddy. Welcome. So yeah, I mean, obviously, that will be insane, and that's why I kind of like this type of periods where I can just see a number and make a decision from it, because before that wasn't the case, but now it's the case. 7.9%, we up. Very up. 8.1 flat and down, because 8.1 we're still it was like 8.3, 8.2, 8.1, super sad, right? Basically what the Fed is doing is not having an impact, and it's the inflation is getting entrenched. And if that happens, if we get to 8.1, we're pretty much going to be asking ourselves once again in the next FOMC meeting if what the Fed is doing is right, and he's going to have even more things to say when it comes to that, to the inflation just being locked with us forever. So midterms, right? Important, and inflation with the CPI data. Other than that, so far the unemployment numbers, so far the labor market, they seem good so far, right? That's, I think, labor market especially, right? That is, even though the jobs that they add, oftentimes it's not the greatest when it comes to the numbers because, well, yeah, although there's more jobs available, but sometimes it's not that easy to get into one job right now. But all of these things happening around the prices and around the economy, that's what it is. And happily to say that we haven't heard much from the media when it comes to Russia and Ukraine. Obviously, there's still a war there, so I'm not a deft on that angle, but so far it seems like it's holding on. So pretty happy on that one. Got it? Tectonic, baby. So what do you guys think? Right? It is exciting, I think, to think about it in those terms when it comes to the market. I wouldn't want to have money sitting in knowing that I have a chance for me to make some money, right? And one of the chances, for example, is tectonic. We reviewed the tectonic roadmap. What do you guys think about that? Do you guys like the video? Made it for you yesterday. Tectonic roadmap. We're going to get back into those two reasons in just a second and more of the different cryptos. But I want to spend some time with tectonic right now and made the roadmap. And got to tell you guys, because I know I have some faithful tectonic friends here. I like where we're heading, man. I like where we're heading. I know it's a steady, slow process. Look at this. Everything green, but tectonic, right? So far. Oh, let me see. 22% METF. That's not bad. Yeah, I've seen more movements on MMF right now when it comes to updates. So probably people picking some MMF 6%. That is not bad. Kind of like the volatility, you know how things work. All you tectonic fans need to join the All Is Calm channel. Love it. That's what we like to see, bro. Leg up favorable market news for tectonic. Thanks, Oscar, for a roadmap. Anytime, brother. That's really what we do, right? Everything that I see on the roadmap that we covered, I like especially the ambassadorship. Hopefully, the guys pick me up if I want to apply, and support the projects that I think I'm very bullish long term. I think that'll be very exciting. That's one that I'm looking at. And the reason why is because I want to bring them to the channel, want to let them speak. I don't know who in the world is behind tectonic. That, I'm not gonna lie to you, like that, of course, comes to a point where you want to know who in the world is behind, right? Because you take a look at, or like at least some faces, man. I understand not really many people want to give their face, but come on, man. You already are in the top CRONOS chain ecosystem. I mean, of course, I think the right people know who's behind tectonic, right? Like CRONOS chain and then crypto.com, but us, the community, like I haven't seen any website, right? Like we know, obviously nobody knows who Satoshi is. Ethereum we know, XRP we know, Dogecoin we know, Cardano we know, Solana. So most of these great projects, we know who's behind it. Like, come on. Why cannot we know one of the projects that is leading in TVL from CRONOS, right? That's just the way I see it. We'll love if you join because ambassadors. Nice. Let's go, crypto family. What's going on, Juan? So that is the way I see it, right? That is the way I feel. So more AMAs coming for tectonic or more news. That's going to be great. From here, I'm going to go to the 1 day. I'm going to take a look at a technical analysis on this one. It's been a while. So this is what we're looking for tectonic. I'm going to clear everything and I'm going to hide this right here. So this looks reasonable after 11 days of pump, then a massive dump, and then so far price is consolidating for a while. So what do I think? Well, I've been here before, and I think let's go ahead and take a look at history, right? For example, so if I show you what happened back in June, like there's no really other, I'm gonna tell you exactly what I mean. But every single time Tectonic does this, where it goes through the 1 day pump and it reaches the high Bollinger Bands, what happens is consolidation and then massive drop once again to the point that it started. Where are we at right now? I am not sugarcoating anything. I am not trying to tell you something that I do not believe. I am telling you exactly what, my analysis tells me, because that's what I'm here for, right? Not to lie, but to say the truth. And in my opinion, that's one of the things that I already bought Tectonic, so I'm cool with it, right? But because I do agree that we are at a point that, man, it's super, super, super down, like super down. It comes to a point that, of course, the only way to go is up. But for Tectonic right now, there could be this end, and it's right here, right? So Tectonic could drop back to the 709, and that could be the restart. That could be the restart. Now, let's not go into that panic mode already. Just take a look at previous pumps. Like this one was the one that really destroyed the whole entire thing. Like this was April. April destroyed everything. Like we hadn't had anything like this. But you know what happened, guys? You want to know what happened? This, like, you can barely understand what's going on. That's how bad it got until I squeeze things, right? But it doesn't look that bad anymore, right? But it was bad. The reason why this happened is because, in my opinion, because I've been in this before. In my opinion, with Tectonic, the founders, they got the tokens. The token, went down. Initial momentum went in, or developers, whoever had a lot of Tectonic, they bought, and then those whales started to sell off immediately, right? Oftentimes, the whales are gonna sell because there's nobody holding them accountable. That's where they're called whales. That's why in cryptocurrency we have wallets, so nobody can track us down. But that hurts, and it's just kind of what it is, because oftentimes I even say, is this fair even, right? But it is whatever, right? It's their money. So this is what happened in April, just April, right? In May, complete devastation of the price from, is that 501 to 60? Yeah. From 501 to 60 to 601 to 709, right? So this is just people selling and cashing out everything, right? So the way to go, can we go back here? Well, yes, but we just need all those whales to come back. Now, will they come back? I don't know. If I take a look at the RSI here at the bottom, first thing I see on the RSI is obviously the RSI is not gonna be related to the price itself. It's related to how bullish, bearish, and how the trend is going. That's why you see already overbought here, and you see way overbought here, but the price doesn't even match, because it's measuring the momentum divergence of the price movement, right? And no worries, you can do your research on that one more to get the idea. But what I think is, like, in this period, the Tectonic did go really high, but it wasn't even nothing overbought, right? And then it got sold a little bit and more, and then it got crushed, and in the oversold section for months, for at least 1 month. That was Tectonic, our Tectonic. Now, in this case, because we still have the same circulating supply, nothing has changed. Theoretically speaking, we can go back to all those prices. The way to do so, and here's where I talk to you face to face, we just gotta wait for Web3 to pick up, right? Exactly what I said today with Crypto.com video. We have to wait for Web3 to pick up. There's just no other way, guys. There's just no other way. That is the way for us to succeed with these tokens. We need MMF, VVS Finance, Tectonic, and many more that obviously are tokens that people hold in billions and millions. We just need the market to pick up because they're not going to do so by itself. They're not going to do so by themselves. They're not going to do so by listings on exchanges by themselves. It's going to be a pump, but not realistically, not huge. That is, and this is so beautiful because if you think like whales, you act like whales, you hang around whales, you're going to become a whale, right? What do you think people sold here? Why do you think people sold here? Well, because those whales were looking at things that I wasn't looking at because I was still a rookie. I was still learning. These whales were looking at a bear market. Something that makes total sense to me now. Let me tell you. Here, the price was pumping like crazy. Sell-offs, bear market. Why the bear market had to happen here? Well, because it's the cycle, right? It's the cycle. That's what it is. You have to respect the cycle. It goes and comes. What's going to happen, and this is the exciting part, if you're listening, make sure you're listening. What's going to happen, in my opinion, is that there's going to be a certain amount of protocols, right, that do come back. And they are going to explode. Like, they're just going to explode. Hundreds of percentage. That could happen 6 months from now, a year from now. It's going to take a while. It's going to take a while. So the reason why this is taking so long is because of the cycle, and we start to see the beginning of a pickup that it's much different than this pickup. It's more steady growth, but still look at what we're doing here because the price is so cheap. We're still having battles and wars with a couple of pennies, not even pennies, couple pennies of pennies, right? This is 601, guys. This is absolute. 1 penny is way more. It's worth more than this whole thing. Just to give you an idea. So this is absolutely millionaire status, and will that come to fruition? Well, there's a chance. We just have to wait for that market to come. Period. Cheers, guys. Welcome aboard. So I just gave you, right, I think an entire idea of what Tectonic holds for everybody asking. That's why when I see the roadmap, I'm just super thrilled and excited. Same roadmap for CRONOS or for TERRA Classic, right? Created by Terra Rebels. Roadmaps. So I kind of have an idea and putting some people behind those roadmaps, getting people accountable. That's one of the reasons why I like to know who in the world Tectonic founders are, the project, the team. Like, that's something that I think should be available, sadly, but through in crypto, they're not. That's not so common, right? And obviously, you kind of need to raise your spider sense and see, well, who in the world is behind this, right? That's kind of like going the extra mile. But one of the things that makes me believe that we are in good hands, and I've been saying this for a while, is because it's coming from the CRONOS chain. If Tectonic wasn't in CRONOS chain, I think I will have a much different approach to Tectonic, right? The pedigree that the CRONOS chain brings, at least I have someone that I can complain if something terrible happens, right? That's how I feel like we are a little bit protected in that regard, right? And not only CRONOS chain, well, who is the one partnering with the CRONOS chain with 100% of its systems? Well, crypto.com, right? That is the idea. So that's why I feel extremely bullish with everything I say about these protocols. I like it, and not only CRONOS but VVS Finance. Any of these two protocols, if they come to explode to levels that we never seen before, if VVS Finance starts adding Coinbase listings and whatever amazing listings, just understand that is life-changing money. I'm not kidding. Like, that is life-changing money. That is, I mean, just imagine, guys, if a meme coin if a Dogecoin, after a joke from Bitcoin, went all the way through the moon because people follow it and they rally behind it, and it came to everywhere, right? I'm talking about Dogecoin. Did it? Well, I mean, a token with trillions of supply, fixed supply, right? The two of them. Not a joke, but super utility, and an amazing chain that I think has a lot of utility too and potential, and then a company umbrella, which is crypto.com. To me, it's a no-brainer. Right? You just understand how powerful this is when it comes to the opportunity I have at hand, and it should be an easy 10x. Easy 10x. I haven't said that much. The first video, guys, some of the first video I made about tectonic, and it was the first video about tectonic and VVS finance. I don't know if you noticed. The video was like, what is VVS? What is tonic 100x crypto? I don't know if you remember. That was my first video on those, and I did it also for MMF. And I meant it, right? I at first was boo back in early 2022 when we were first looking at them. And the tokenomics meant like, yeah, it could be a 100x crypto. And the reason why was because the circulating supply was super tiny compared to the max supply. That's why it was much easier to get to those 100x. But now that the circulating supply is getting more and more and more, well, obviously it gets more difficult. If you add, let me actually show you this, because why not? We got amazing time. And I mean, these are just one of the tokens that you want to make, in my opinion, that make it or break it stage in your career as a crypto investor. Now, let me just tell you something. This guys, everybody listening, just hear me for a second. That 111, if you go back to that first video that I was talking about tectonic, that was 18 or 12, if I'm not mistaken. That number is here. If I'm not mistaken, that was 18 or 12. So from the first time that I talked about tectonic all the way to right now, it has increased trillions in circulating supply. Trillions, right? So I'm just letting you know, right? And we already did the math. It still works even if you have 500 trillion. Let me show you. So if we add everything, like we are adding everything, we're not burning everything. We're adding absolutely everything, right? The market cap, according to coin perspective, translates to 75 million. Right now, if I go to reset, we're looking at 16 something million, right? Which, okay, still low. But we go to 500 trillion. Realistically and somewhere speaking, we are passing 70 million. Now, take a look at, now, I don't need 4 billion. I'm going to X this, and I'm going to go back to 75 million. There it is. So if we do nothing, just wait for that 500 trillion to arrive, which it took like, let's say it took like 8 months to go from like 12 to 111. So if you do multiply that times 5 or 4, you're looking at about 4.5 years or maybe less to get to that 500 trillion. If we do nothing, just hold, and we don't have any listings and we don't have anything else, but just hold, realistically speaking, we'll be looking at a 70 something million market cap at a 500 trillion supply, circulating supply to total supply. Of course, by then we already may have burns, who knows. That is a 77%. That will be a 3315. So that will be 6015. Right now the price of tectonic is 6015. So basically an upside of 77%, which kind of looks like the same because that's what the price is right here. 77% so far. if I increase, of course, the market cap, the price goes much and much and much higher. Now, the highest price we got a couple days ago was 6019, right? That's it. But obviously, the market cap much lower. That's with a market cap of 75 million. But remember, here's the kicker. We are saying we are 500 trillions. And if let me go back to 75. If I, of course, reduce this to 111 trillion, which is what we have right now, that is an increase of 301%, which is now 636. You see? So obviously, a much higher increase in price, FY. So there's a lot of, I will say, math behind this and a lot of predictions that are for me to understand where I think this is heading. Still, if you are planning to hold this one, that's why I think it doesn't make any crazy, as to me it's not like a bad idea if you're thinking about this, to put it in the 4-year vault, because that's what I did for some of my positions, right? For tectonic. That makes sense to me, guys. I don't know about you. Let me know. It's a decent price for investors. Let's go tectonic. The CRONOS chain that got my vote as well. Let's go. And if you want to start your CRONOS chain journey, join in the link on top of the chat. Become a CRONOS investor, because there's a lot to talk about, man. Poof. We're pretty excited, to be honest with you. We're pretty excited for that. So, obviously, it's about the waiting game for that one, for tectonic, and for other ones as well. And one that really gets me in all my senses is going to be, of course, CRONOS. Because CRONOS does well, everything is going to do well. Now, what am I seeing right here, everybody? I'm in the week 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. It's been around 19 weeks, guys, that we've had. I mean, I actually want to count this, about 20 to 25 weeks, guys, that we've had since June this nasty price of less than 20 cents. Just to give you an idea, like out of all of a sudden, the price of everything just came crashing down. And I'm happy to tell you that I'm very close to close my home, right? Which is amazing. What a blessing in this crazy year. And after doing everything and making sure that how that home looks spectacular, my next step is gonna be loading up. Now I'm not waiting too much. I'm gonna start to load up finally, because I've been pausing a lot. I've been pausing, and my patrons know this. By the way, shout out to all my patrons. Link in the description below to all my, knowledge and behind the scenes. I've been holding a lot because, a house and stuff. People know what I'm talking about here. But yeah, I think the first thing I'm gonna do, I want to get my 100,000 crow. Why is that? Well, right? Where's my calculator here? Things change. Oh, there you go. So that is 11 cents, right? So 100,000 times 11 cents, that's going to put you up roughly 11,000. 11,000, right? $11,000 right now. Times 10, of course, 110,000 or so. So, I mean, 11,000, 100,000 crow, it does 10x, and that's it. You are way past $100,000, right? And that is minimum $1 crow, minimum, right? There's a lot of people, even my friend, Crypto Report, I don't know if he's still here, but that some people really go above and beyond with the predictions, right? So I think 100,000 crow will be sufficient enough, in my opinion, right? Just to have an amazing long-term retirement, because we know, let me show you here. Today is a day to chill, relax, and talk crypto. That's it. The only one, and I always like to compare it, here it is. That's the only one. So now let's do the math once again. So we have 100,000 CRO times, of course, 2. That's $200,000, basically, right? At $2, you buy right here, 10x. So 200,000, that's a house, right? Now, obviously, if you take a look at the holders for CRONOS, you're gonna see that 100. You're gonna see, family, that 100,000 CRO is peanuts, absolutely peanuts. And I did the math for you to become a millionaire. Let me show you. So which right now is really easy because we are at the 10th level. So basically you need 100,000, right? So that is a price times. There you go. Who has $110,000 right here that I can borrow? It's just kidding, guys. Yeah, I mean, there it is. $1 million, guys, with a cryptocurrency, with $100,000. Now, is that a sane investment? Is that I will say that what we will call a smart choice? Obviously not. If you don't even have this in net worth, that's too much risk. But if I had it on the side, I will easily put it right now. Wouldn't worry about anything. I'll put it to stake and forget about it. Wake up in 5 years or so and look at it and say, wow, we're getting pretty close, right? Now, people are saying $10 for sure, $1 minimum, easy. And I do agree. You guys already know my positions on this ones. I do agree that $1 minimum for CRO. How many friends, how many people say like $1 for sure LUNC or $1 for sure Dogecoin, which that kind of sounds more realistic. $1 for sure CRONOS, period, everybody. That's the one I think I can say with 98% confidence that I think it's gonna be for sure, because it's just the tokenomics, everything merits it, of course. Love that CRO is expanding into new countries. You bought 6,000 Gala tokens for 189 euro after a crash. Massive. Love that, brother. You bought another 70k CRO last week, currently 213,000 for the long run. Well, yeah, that is what I want to do. But guess what? I'm buying a house. Like, if I wasn't buying a house, I will probably be, very well set right now. And, I don't have to say all of these things to you guys, but you guys giving me a lot. That's one thing I got to tell you for sure. You don't know this, but you're giving me a lot. And I want to give you guys that transparency so you know that we're not anything different and we all go through different things. But at the end of the day, we want to be financially free. And I need to have 100,000 Cardano, 100,000 CRO, just the top ones that I know are going to do fantastic, right? Because if Bitcoin does continue rallying up, I think these companies are going to do their job. $10,000 in this one sounds really reasonable to me. Doesn't sound crazy at all. And that's the thing where I'm going to be heading. So once I do that, checked, get out, just let it ride. Because at that level, I think it's much better to just stake it, right? Rather than trade it, in my opinion. Don't forget to smash the like button, guys, and consider subscribing to the channel. Happy to have you in the house. It's Thursday. We talked about the 2 more reasons or the 2 more events: CPI data, FOMC meeting, and right now we're chilling and talking some CRONOS and more. And it's so exciting that we're still in these levels. It just blows my mind. 1 trillion tectonic. 1 trillion tectonic. Can you imagine? I mean, it shouldn't be that bad, right? But let's see. Oh, yeah, we did the math. It was like something thousand, right? So right now it's 0.000000015. That's the price of tectonic times 1,000,000,000,000. That is 1,000 billion. There it is. 1,000 billion, 1,000 billion, billion, trillion. There it is. You need $150,000 to become a tectonic trillionaire. $150,000, my friends. Who is gonna be? Raise your hand. Who is gonna be? Raise your hand. The first The first tectonic trillionaire here in the house. So if you think about it, with a couple of hundreds of thousands of dollars, you are set for life, because that $150,000, 1 trillion tectonic, man. Poof, for reals, right? Crypto paradox. What's up, brother? So we're doing some math. We're having fun. I think you are understanding where this is heading. Love to see the consolidation here, because that's what's happening right now. A lot of predictions that we talked about, a lot of bad news here happening, but the price is still holding at that bottom, guys. Still holding. Where can you buy? Click on the link on the top of the description, on the top of the chat. Join with that link to support the channel and create an account on crypto.com, and then you will buy your tectonic right there, brother. If 10,000 can turn into a few hundreds of thousands, and a few hundred can turn into more, is tectonic going to burn, or just no? Right now, they're not burning. That's not what something they do, bro. And I know for sure the first thing that comes to mind when we see such meme coin-ish tokenomics is burning, because that was my first mentality when you watch my videos. But things have changed, right? And that's what they say, burn, no. And I can open up Discord and show you when they say that. And they do have on the medium and on their books that as governance grows, that could be the buyback burn option. But as of now, whatever you have on tectonic, you see a pump, just assume there's gonna be a dump, and then so on and on and on, right? Just the idea. But for crypto.com, what we have here is like, we're talking about this level. Just imagine it. This, guys. Obviously, that was the best day of our lives, guys. November 22. That was, I remember that when this happened, I think I didn't want to believe it. And I didn't look at CoinMarketCap. I was live somewhere here, but I was like, cannot believe this thing. And obviously, this teaches you really, really fast how nobody know what when the top is. Once the top is reached, that thing is gonna crash as fast as you say chicken. It's gonna be some consolidation, but it's still gonna go down. So once again, a lesson learned, right? For a lot of the altcoins. And I think for 2021, there was this altcoin wave. So we're begging for another altcoin wave, which we call an altcoin season, right? We have an altcoin season, then for sure we do well. Agent 00 and Oscar for ambassadors. My man, is Agent 00 here in the house? That'll be good to see. Yeah, he reached out to me. What I'm basically trying to do is get tectonic founders, developers in the channel, but they don't want to do it. And so far, some of the community managers told me that they were going to get back to me. I want to just have a conversation. If Terra Luna Classic can pull out some amazing speakers, why can't we? Come on, we're not even dead. We're not even destroyed like Terra Luna was. And can we just have a chat with whoever's behind tectonic? I mean, I don't think that I'm asking too much. Of course. Dogecoin going red, all other cryptos green. Why will that happen? Is it? Oh, there you go. Okay, I'm gonna be very kindly telling you this. You can, take a look at the previous videos I made about Dogecoin, right? Why is it going red? Because when you have a cryptocurrency that exploded because of a tweet and from the richest man in the world, well, obviously you would expect a drop after some time as people are cashing out. That doesn't mean that Dogecoin is garbage. That doesn't mean that Dogecoin is gone or Dogecoin is cooked. It just means that people are cashing out. That's the same thing I do with other cryptos, right? Because you have to understand we're in a bear market. This is not gonna withstand for long. Just take a look at this amazing garbage, like here and then here too. right here for Bitcoin. So nothing holds. Nothing really holds. This is Terra Luna Classic on September, right, for the Binance Burns. Nothing really holds. Everything because people are just want to cash out and make money. JV, what's going on, Brett? Happy to have you in the house and welcome. So yeah, that's what happens, guys. It is the reality of crypto. But we know that I think we're gonna do really, really well if we buy the good ones. Take a look at this. So, I mean, CRONOS, right? Even ADA, that's another one that I love, that I hold. You compare it to Ethereum, that's a 12x immediately. With the, I mean, ADA is one that you wouldn't even consider the supply burning. Doesn't need it. But ADA, we know everything about ADA. We know a lot about ADA. We know the founder is super vocal. It's just good stuff, ADA. So as it continues growing, now this becomes even more reliable because Ethereum now is a proof of stake. So $5 ADA. $5 ADA. What an amazing story. That's why I hold some of my ADA too, and it's staking. That one I'm not trading it. To me, ADA is not for trade so far, but you can see how how in the world something like ADA can be used to make money this harsh. It was $3, but look at it now. So it's not a perfect price. Like it's now even better than the summer, because the summer was 40s, 50s. Now it's 30s. It's got. I mean, is it gonna go to the 16s? I don't think so. But just to give you an idea, ADA, oftentimes Charles Hoskinson likes to say that it's better than Bitcoin. That will be at 27x, $300, $10, right? Now, if we have Crow, and then you compare it to, I mean, what do you want to compare it to? Ethereum, 65x. Of course, this is kind of like way above our pay grade, but just to give you an idea, because when I listen to Tim, the Tim, something like that, the CRONOS CRONOS chain director, he's like, where Ethereum falls, we come in and we, try to fill the gaps. If CRONOS does continue rising and putting amazing technologies, you never know, right? You never know how close that could be to replacing what the world needs for the crypto needs. So obviously $1 is just minimum, but I'm not gonna come here and tell you we're gonna be, Bitcoin's market cap, because I think obviously that is really crazy. That's why when I say $1, I mean it's not even BNB's market cap right now. $1 is looking at, no, it's not Cardano. It should be about, should be about the Binance stablecoin, roughly XRP. There you go. It's like kind of have a 24 billion market cap. That is $1 for us. So that is a 10x easily. From the market cap we have to right now, that's a 10x market cap. So it's a 10x market cap and it's a 10x price. That is CRONOS to get to $1 right now, which is totally reasonable, because when the prices were super high, I remember that even Shiba Inu got way more than 40 billion in market cap. It was insane. I remember Shiba Inu was somewhere here. Yeah. I do remember. Yeah, that's true. Let me see. Shiba Inu highest market cap. Let me see. Market cap. All-time market cap. It says 6 billion. I think it says here. I don't think so. But what was Shiba Inu at its peak? 40. Oh, there you go. There you go. There it is. Johnny. At the time, the project market cap was over 40. I had a good mind. 40 billion, ranking it in the top 10 most valuable cryptocurrencies. There it is. Got it. So even Shiba Inu was much higher than us. Can you imagine? So obviously, I think CRONOS does have that really sexy opportunity, brother. Johnny, let's go tectonic. Oscar, what do you think about quant? Thanks. Quant, I'm not in quant. I have 0 quant, but I've seen it balloon to the moon. Oops. Hey, let me see. Quant. Thank you very much, brother. Position, we are looking at 2.3 billion, so it's of course in the top 15, top something here. Quant, where are you at? Quant is 32, and let's see. Max, yeah, not bad. I'm sure that it has some good news when it comes. Oh, okay. The circulating supply. The circulating supply is everything now. That's not bad, because then you don't really need to increase that. So the price that you have is pretty much up. It's from here and up, for quant. Okay. It's ranked 33. Obviously, I'm sure that it has a utility, right? Quant. It's one that a lot of people been asking me. I'm focused on other stuff, but I'm sure that it does something pretty cool. JV, my friend, thank you very much, brother. Appreciate that a lot. Quant launched in 2018 with the goal of connecting blocks. So same as kind of like an idea of Polkadot. There you go. And network on global scale, we're reducing the efficiency and interoperability and Cosmos even. The first product to solve interoperability through the creation of first blockchain operating system. Good. Not bad. I mean, obviously, I think this is something that at last someone is doing it. I'm happy for it. It's something that it's much needed. And if the technology makes sense and whales are just jumping on board, you're going to see the prices do well. But the tokenomics look very nice. Millions, if it's in the millions, you know it's going to do very well, way past $100, $50. If it's in the billions, that's when we talk about $1. If it's in the trillions, that's when we talk about 1 cent. So everyone watching, that is why, guys. When people say TERRA class is gonna go to $1, I don't know if they know what they're saying. Obviously, you need to have a very well burn centered crypto to make those claims, and obviously that happens for Shiba Inu and TERRA Classic. But if it wasn't for that specific reason, having a trillion circulating supply makes nowhere even close to $1. But even if you have a trillion level supply crypto with a lot of burn momentum, it's not meaning that it's going to happen in 1 year or less. It's just, but it creates good content that people get paid. It is what it is. Get yourself some more tectonic, JV. Appreciate that a lot, my friend. Thank you very much, and welcome aboard. Thank you, Johnny Lees. Welcome aboard. The tectonic family is here, and remember, I'm gonna be applying. Let me go ahead and go to tectonic in honor of those beautiful donations. I went through this. You guys liked the review I made for you guys, because I remember, there's not much going on right now, but I know my community appreciates the tectonic review, so let's go ahead and make one for you guys. And I did it yesterday, and I'm happy that I'm reporting the news. So I'm gonna apply. I want to get contacted because I want to get closer. I want to support. I want to use this channel with 40,000 subscribers. I want to make sure that we're putting ourselves in a great position for making ourselves some good bag, right? Some good money. Not because that in this channel, I just want utility. I want the world of crypto to give more, to do more. That's what I care about. I don't really care about too much of meme coins, right? The meme coin, it's great. Of course, it helps. It's a part of crypto, but I like utility way more than just random cryptos. So let's go. Love it. See, tectonic hit 1 cent before Luna Classic. Wow. If the metrics parallel, Binance Crow value will be 1.40. Need to see the like smash, people. Thank you, JB. Appreciate that a lot, brother. Dogecoin, yeah, we're seeing it here, bro. Thank you for letting me know. He's gonna dump on you all. Who, me? I'm not even a whale. You guys already know. I don't know what you're talking about. Classic. Thank you. Thank you very much. Very strong support for Tectonic at 1450. So you guys get yourself some Tectonic. Love it. Appreciate that, Fish. I don't even know how to pronounce your name, but I'm just gonna call you Fish. The point of the story is not knowing how much crypto X, Y, and Z person has. The point of the story is have the tools and the weapons in your repertoire to know when to sell and when to buy and make the good money. So things get done, guys. Things get done. And when things get done, we fly away. Now I'm gonna show you one thing. Listen to this because I'm going back to this one soon. Clear Cryptos. I'm going back to this one because I sold, you guys. I believe it was 2 lives ago that I told you that I sold and I make money. Well, I don't know if you're following Clear Cryptos, but probably not, probably yes. But there's a good stuff going on, right? And they're gonna have, from what I hear on the AMA right now today with Austin and Zach, I think more listings, more things going on. So this thing with a listing is gonna go higher, so I want to get some back too, right? The way to do it: go to the MetaMask, Ethereum to Clear Cryptos. You get the contract address and do it. Just do it if you want, but these are the plays that I'm trying to get, like Tectonic and this, because these are short-term plays. You can have your long-term position, that is great, but these are some short-term plays that I can make some $400, $1,000, you know, X, Y, and Z. It really depends what you're looking for. Oscar, you're still hiring for the mod position. I was never hiring, bro. But, oh, I see. Well, Johnny, you're just being amazing here in the channel. You want to become a mod? Let me know, and I'll make you a mod right now because, honestly, you've been amazing, to be honest with you. And with all the support, I would love to have you on board if you tell me yes. Call me Alpha. What's going on, brother? Happy to have you in the house. Who's Michael? Scammer. Okay, no worries. We'll take that one. We'll take that one in. Michael. Thank you, Michael, for coming in. But you out. Appreciate that a lot. I was Johnny. I could spend a few hours a day trying to keep up with the what up spammer is it. Stay consistent with it and slowly introduce to Tectonic. Of course. That is the idea, right? Started following you when you were big on AMP. Still have hope, but feel wrecked. Eric. Oh, yeah. I think AMP token definitely is super down. It's just people have liquidated. What's going on is that you have your whales, you have your retail investors, you have your long-term investors, right? When the SEC puts you on a list as a security, when Binance delists you and some other crypto exchanges delist you, what hope do you have other than just to wait and let the company keep putting good content and being an amazing utility for payments and payrails, right? Which is, I'm talking a Flexa network. That's why I stopped buying token right now. I made a video a couple of weeks ago about it just to address some things. Obviously, token is one that I really like. Everything makes sense. I saw them live when I was in Consensus. It says Flexa network paid through Flexa. I know some of the community, Facebook, everything. I mean, just the price that is really hammered. And token was like that, I mean, for a long time. But so far, holding and adding more to staking, brother. That's what I can tell you. Quant will be the next Bitcoin. There's a lot of going on behind the scenes. Patience is the key. Salute to my Crow family. Our time is coming. Thank you very much, Michael. Appreciate that a lot. Appreciate that a lot, to be honest with you. Honestly, that is really amazing. Johnny, just joking. Let's do it. You tell me yes or no, bro. But yeah, I do appreciate Johnny and JV and everyone here, supporting the stream. That really helps a lot for me to come here to tell you what I believe, what I think in this market that is obviously adding us and making us go upside down. And so far, well, I mean, yeah, things are looking ahead pretty nicely. Guys, so far, as we have talked in this live, 2 more to go. 2 events more to go. The midterms, be ready. That's gonna be sexy. And the CPI data report that we talked a lot. Johnny, the only thing I'm asking you, brother, just delete a lot of spam. If there's hate or so in the comments from someone, I'll handle it. That's what my mods know. Just massive spam, like, you know, those sites that are sketchy and people repeating everything one word and a lot. Those, please mute them. None of my mods ban people. I'm the one who does that if needed, but just put them on timeout. That's it, all right? Welcome to the moderator team. Johnny, appreciate your kind support that you've been providing to us very early. All of my moderators, I know them by name. I remember them. And obviously, Mummy of the Ack is one that is the MVP for a long time. So welcome aboard, brother. It's really good. There is no next Bitcoin. Look at that. Everything is going to go green over the weekend. There's a chance as the midterm prepares, right? There's a chance as the weekend prepares. Call me Alpha if Johnny doesn't want to tell for the month. I know, right? Well, happy to have even more mods and more people, you know, and it really becomes really grateful and amazing for once we are in a live with, you know, when things are happening at a massive scale. It really helps a lot. So everybody, TERRA Classic chilling, getting close, as I mentioned in today's video. Appreciate it, Johnny. As we get closer to that 78% retracement, CRONOS today adding nice 25,000 lands, metaverse Web3. I know some of you are not really into that, but think about it. There you go, really expensive. Bitcoin, not bad. And Dogecoin, can Elon tweet again? Everybody, that was it. That's all I got for you. Just wanted to stop by and say hi to all of you guys. Amazing, honestly, donations. And Mummy of the Aka dropping the last one. Is it the last one? I'm just kidding. Dropping the last one. Thank you very much, Mummy. Appreciate that kind of support. Yeah, I mean, I think we're gonna see more people looking and eating the knowledge as we get closer to even the presidential election. That presidential election is gonna be way, as everybody knows, way more powerful than the midterms, and that's gonna implicate a lot for the markets. But I'm excited. Before you leave, guys, don't forget to smash the like button. On the links down below, you got everything that you need to make some money, to get into some polls, to get into some exciting things if you're starting in crypto. And if you like what you found here, well, don't forget to subscribe. Just know that this is the beginning for this channel and for your journey. And I wish somebody had told me what I just told you in an hour plus when I started in 2021. I didn't know anything about crypto, and you kind of keep up and learn a lot. Thank you, Mommy. JB says, I doubt there will be another Bitcoin. Their way it was made, minted, etc. It's all green power, low carbon. And it's becoming more energy efficient when it comes to where it's coming from, right? So I'm happy that we're going in that direction, guys. All right. Mommy with the last one. Amazing stuff. Guys, wish you the best. Be blessed tomorrow, Friday. And last but not least, to all my mods and everyone watching, just remember, this Saturday, I'm going to be in Six Flags. I'm going to go to San Antonio and enjoy some Six Flags time with the family. Well, no, I'm sorry. So not with the family, with the church group. So it's going to be pretty cool. So I may make some videos. So I'm going in the roller coaster with like Bitcoin up and down, up and down. It's gonna be pretty exciting. I'm gonna be in Six Flags, so it's gonna be pretty cool. I'll probably have my mic and my lavalier mic and just kind of be like, because that brings me memories, you know, making some videos like that. Just FYI, I'm gonna probably doing that as I rest from the Joker and Superman and Wonder Woman. But I may not be that active on Saturday, but Sunday we are back. God bless you all. Thank you very much for your kind support. And I'll see you next time, everybody. Peace. Let's go, guys. We're barely starting, and it should be fun. Congrats, Johnny, for your mod, and welcome to all my mods. You guys are incredible. Bye, guys.